Discard. All right. Okay. Let's get started. Happy Friday, or whatever day you happen to watch this. It is December 1st. Happy birthday again to my nephew, Nick, who is 14 years old today. Hope you have an amazing day. So, Fridays are for book club. We're finishing up the book called Cleaning Up Your Mental Mess by Dr. Caroline Leaf. So I'm not sure where I left off on the last time because of the holiday. I wasn't here last Friday talking about this book. So I'm just going to go back to chapter 12 and I'm going to finish out because it's 14 chapters in the book. I've covered all the other ones I know. Not sure where I stopped off. I'm going to start from chapter 12. I'm going to finish out and add some comments from notes that I took, some takeaways from my personal things that I heard throughout this book. Cannot wait to find out what our next book is going to be to finish out this year. I am also going to be starting The Body Keeps Score. That book right there. So I just ordered the workbook and I will be sharing that book as well. That's a book I have self-selected to do on my own, along with the next book they're going to let us know about today on our book club call. But nevertheless, let's get into it. So, neurocycling to detox trauma. Here are the crucial and key points. Defensiveness can be an avoidance tactic. Traumas are experiences that traumas are experiences that were out of our control. Okay? A lot of effort and time is needed to deal with toxic trauma. Some events that happen to us are singularly capable of throwing us into a crisis state. Okay? You can pre-train your brain to manage such situations when they arrive. Impulsive reactions to stressful events must be avoided. A painful memory can be rewired not to cause pain. A painful memory can be rewired to not cause us pain when we think of it. An empowered mind is capable of managing any crisis. Oh, let me say that again. An empowered mind is capable of managing any crisis. And then they have some exercises, asking some questions. What can be considered as acute trauma? How are you to deal with it? When do you feel you're not in control? How are toxic trauma and toxic habits different? What damage can a suppressed trauma cause to your psyche? Why are timing and preparation important in dealing with trauma? How can you distance yourself from the pain of your emotions? How do you go about repairing the brain after trauma? And so some of my notes are, if you're conscious of something you can't control. If you're conscious of something, you can't control it. And then I got another note. Forgiveness is how you sever the tie with the person that hurt you. And then I have adapt a possibility mindset. Practice temporal distancing. Put the situation in historical concept in the past. Okay, think of a movie or a show you're seeing that reminds you of your situation. So we got to put that thing in past tense because a lot of times we're living like it is continual like it's happening currently and it's not. And these are just some things you can do to help rewire your brain, to help rewire your thinking. It says when you worry, so these are hacks for when you're worrying, okay? Gather awareness of your thoughts, reflect, get the worry out of your head in a box, right? So write out your worries. I tell my mom this all the time. The things that you're worrying about, just write it out. Make a list of things that's in your head. You got a brain dump, right? Because if not, it's going to stay in there. Ask yourself, did this really happen? Because a lot of worry is about things that has not even happened yet. You're just like, what about this? And what about that? And what about this? And the brain is just constantly going back and forth like playing tennis. Write your answers in a journal, okay? Recheck visual the worst case scenario, what steps you would like to take, right? And then you have to do active reach. Now Reach out and talk to someone. So these are some things you can do if you are a worrier, I like to call it. If you are a worrier, these are some things you can do. Because a lot of times you're worrying about things that are not even going to happen. They're not even have happened yet. What else I have? It's not stress that kills us. It's our reaction to it. It's not the stress that kills us. It's our reaction to it. So chapter 13 covers neurocycling. Chapter 13, neurocycling to break bad habits and build good lifestyle habits. So the crucial and key points are: a messy mind during the day makes for a disturbed sleep pattern at night. A messy mind during the day makes for a disturbed sleep pattern at night. Eat real food mindfully. Exercise is beneficial to all-round cognitive function. Negative thinking patterns affect mental and physical health. Okay? Toxic habits are not a natural part of you. Aim for small changes as they accumulate over time and become sustainable habits. We function best when we are able to form and manage human connections with other people. Let me say that again, because a lot of times we try to get into isolation, and isolation is dangerous. We function best when we're able to form and manage human connections with other people. Mind management is important for building the healthy lifestyle we envision. And here are the exercises. What are toxic habits? Can you be brutally honest with yourself? Are you able to identify habits, alerts in yourself? Are you able to identify toxic habits, alerts in yourself? Do you feel your toxic habits are a part of you? What effects do your toxic habits have on your lifestyle? Do you believe you can change the past, present, and future? How do you view people pleasing? How does physical activity impact your mental well-being? And then there's some personal reflections and lessons learned, areas you seek for improvement, goals and objectives. And then you have to align with the action plan. And then group study questions, points, and other notes. What else? Chapter 14 is the final chapter, y'all. Neurocycling as a daily mind management routine for cleaning up the mental mess. Crucial and key points. How you spend your first moments of the day sets the tone for the rest of the day. How do you spend your first moments of the day sets the tone for the rest of the day. Brain building has a calming effect on the mind. If you make the right choices, you can live healthy and happy. Develop personal daily mind management routine. Start every day by self-regulating your thoughts. Trauma and habit detoxes should be daily. You need to mindfully exercise and form good eating habits. Worrying about not sleeping is detrimental. And here's the exercise. What should be the first priority of the day when you wake up? When is self-regulating necessary? How can you brain build during the neurocycle? Is a perfect mental state? Is a perfect mental state possible? When is it okay to have mental breaks? Whenever you need them. What relationship does eating and thinking have? How much exercise can you work into your day? Why is sleep preparation an all-day process? And then you have the personal reflection and study notes, and you have the areas and you want to seek improvement in, lessons learned, goals and objectives, aligning with the action plan, and group study discussion points and other notes. So this book is a book that I'm definitely going to keep readily available because it's so helpful. It's so helpful, and along with the app as well. I will admit I have not been keeping up with that app, doing those daily mental mess strategies that she has on there. But I know it is very calming. I'm gonna tell you that it relaxes you. It'll just take you from this state to that state, the calmness, peace. If you need calmness and peace, that's the app to get, and it's a neurocycling app.